Yes. Let's see that now. I'm going to play audio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, now it's working. It is working now. Yeah, everything else, yes, is okay. Let's check that again. I'm going to record it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's stop it and let's play it. It should be working now. Well, it's working on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, now it's working. All right, today's video is about writing an informal email, which is normally the option that most people want for the second writing of the first. Okay, let's listen to that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to eliminate this one and I'll start with a new one. Play. Yes. Let's start working. Yes. So I'm going to record a video about how to write a report. Okay. So as always, these last connections or videos that I'm doing live are simply for this. Okay. So it's going to take me 15 minutes and then I'll stop. Hello and welcome to one more tutorial about how to write a composition for B2 first. In this case, it's going to be about how to write the report. Okay, this is the last one of the videos that I had to upload in terms of videos for first certificate. So the report is an academic writing. Okay, in the next 15 minutes, we're going to see how to work on the structure, useful language, and one example, okay, that we will read together and we'll see how everything is done. Okay, it's a text that describes a situation and how to improve it. All right, so this is going to be asked by some sort of supervisor or a director of a company or somebody in authority like a teacher or an organization that is offering a service and wants to know how to improve it from a neutral standpoint, okay, from someone who has used their service and wants to give an honest opinion, not a review, but how to improve it. Okay, it's how to improve it. Remember that a review is to recommend, and a report is to analyze from a neutral standpoint how something is at this point and how to improve it. All right, so let's go for that. I'm going to share my screen of the iPad. There we go. This is, remember, we're going to be doing a report, the structure, useful language, and an example. All right, so from this structure, remember, it describes the situation and how to improve it. It's a formal tone because the person who is going to be ordering this is a director or a supervisor or a teacher or organization. And the objective is to improve the service that they provide. Okay, is that clear? Then, as it's a formal tone, please no contractions. I constantly see people doing reports and using contractions. No contractions. Then keep a minimum number of phrasal verbs or no phrasal verbs at all, like in an essay. Don't use phrasal verbs, don't use contractions, and please no idiomatic expressions. The reason why no idiomatic expressions should be used is because they are not clear. Okay, So there might be people who are not very good at the language who are receiving these idioms, and they might misinterpret the expression. So try to not use any idioms at all. Then try not to be personal. For example, don't use a you in a report or an essay. Don't write directly to the person who is talking to you, because it should be impersonal. Okay, we're going to be using a lot of passive voice. Very, very important. Don't write to the person directly. Okay? Many people make this mistake. The passive voice is for report and for an essay, an essential part, and you should do as I said. Right, so let's focus on the report. So the report is it's to the point. So every paragraph you write will have headings. Okay, these headings are going to tell the person what it is going to be about. Okay, so we're going to be dividing this into 3 different paragraphs: introduction, the current situation, and recommendations. That's it. Okay, so this one is going to be, for example, how to improve things in an English academy. Imagine that you go to an English academy, and they are not giving you a preparation for real exams, okay, like Cambridge exams. And so you would like to say how they could improve their situation. Okay, so let's move. Introduction. The objective of our report is an information source. Okay, the objective of this report is to show how to improve the English Academy name. Da, 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 da. Okay, then the current situation. You describe objectively what is going on, and you give their strengths and their main problems. Okay, and then in the recommendations, you give suggestions of how to improve and the possible results. Okay, or if it's about another thing, like a service, it's not an academy, you could give positive points and negative points. Okay, let's move to the introduction. The aim or the purpose of this report is to outline or explain how to improve the School of English name, and to make recommendations for improvements in the future. I conducted a survey. I made questions to several clients among the students who are in this school and parents to find out, to get information about what their needs are. Okay? I'll say that again. The aim of this report is to outline, or it is to explain the current situation of the English Academy situated in Barcelona, and to make recommendations for improvements in the future. I conducted a survey among students, maybe among 50 students and parents, to receive information or to find out, because find out is a phrasal verb, what their needs are. Okay, that would be an introduction. That's it. You don't need any more. So it's one sentence and another sentence. Let's move to the next. So it could be that the lessons are too long, the exam preparation is non-existent, and they have no Wi-Fi. Okay, so let's take a look at that. To begin with, or firstly, or firstly, or to begin with, several students have pointed out. I'm going like this. Huh? Firstly, or to begin with, several students have pointed out that the lessons are too long. We cannot have 2-hour long lessons, and they suggest, well, and that's it. Okay, because it's only the problem. Moreover, it is thought that exam preparation should be an important focus, because students need to receive certificates or need to obtain certificates, and this school is not preparing them for that. Finally, regarding connectivity, students comment that they have no possibility of Wi-Fi, okay? And so they cannot consult the dictionary, they cannot look up words in the dictionary using Wi-Fi. You get the idea? So to begin with, several students have pointed out that long lessons. Moreover, it is thought that, as you can see, it's passive voice. It is thought that exam preparation is an important strong point, or it's a strong point that this school should have, because the students complain that they don't feel ready for exams. And finally, regarding Wi-Fi, students complain that they have no connectivity at all. Right? So that would be the current situation. And then let's see how we can solve each of the points. Recommendations. Let's go. Oh, by the way, it's very important. When you point out all these, you can say that as a result, the students are bored. Consequently, the students feel unprepared for exams. Therefore, students cannot use the internet in a good way or in a positive way to study English. Okay, so it's an idea of showing the problem and why it is a problem. Okay, why this has turned into a problem. Okay, using this. So this will be sentence number 1. This will be sentence number 2. You understand? So in this one, we could have sentence 1, sentence 2, sentence 3, sentence 4, sentence 5, sentence 6. Yes? Let's move to the recommendations. So in the recommendations, you can use with the I would strongly suggest, I would strongly recommend, I would strongly advise, or it would be advisable, it would be beneficial when you want to be using it from passive way, like a general idea of what would be a good recommendation, not from you, but from a general standpoint. Yes? So you could say something like, as far as as far as connectivity is concerned, it would be advisable to install a strong Wi-Fi extender. To begin with, in regarding the lessons, the length of the lessons, it would be beneficial to students to shorten them to only 1 hour, because students get very distracted after 1 hour lessons. You get the idea? And finally, as a final remark, you could say a second conditional using a higher level second conditional. If the academy were to consider these suggestions, they would improve their image and students would enroll more and they would get more money. Yes, this is a second conditional high level. Okay. Let's see one example of all of this. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's read it together. Report on the local English academy. We have introduction, current problems, recommendations. Okay? And every problem with the bullet point and every recommendation with the bullet point. So in a way, this one has the recommendation here, this one recommendation here, this one recommendation here. A typical mistake of students is to give the problem and this recommendation next to each other. No, let's be organized. Problems here, solutions here, and a final remark. Yes? Okay, I want you to take a look at how we have organized this. Firstly, secondly, finally, to begin with, furthermore, and moreover. Then also, how we have used some connectors despite, therefore, such as a result, and some expressions of passive voice. It is believed that pupils have pointed out that would be beneficial to, it would be advisable to, I would strongly recommend. Okay, so let's see everything here. So the purpose of this report is to outline the current problems of the local English Academy and to make recommendations for future improvements. Okay, I conducted a survey among students and parents to find out what their needs are. Current problems. Firstly, despite using a communicative methodology, it is believed that the lessons are too long and therefore some students get distracted. Second problem. Secondly, several pupils have pointed out that there are no exams. There's a mistake in here. There are no exam preparation. There is or there are no exam preparations. You can say there is or there are no exam preparation classes available. There are no exam preparations available. Finally, students and parents cannot connect to the center Wi-Fi. That's another problem. So, recommendations. To begin with, shorter lessons and online resources such as quizzes and readings would be beneficial for learners, to learners so they focus in class and keep learning from home. Furthermore, it would be advisable to train teachers so they are ready to prepare students for their official exams. As a result, more people would join the center. Moreover, or finally, I would strongly recommend offering a Wi-Fi code to be used in class and in the reception area. So as you can see, problem, solution, problem, solution, problem, solution, or recommendation. And the final remark, if the Academy were to consider these suggestions, the number of students would increase and the current learners would be more focused and pleased. All right, so please take a look at this. Take a screenshot, download it, whatever you want, but please focus on these recommendations. Okay, so I hope that you find these interesting. Thank you very much, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.